back here at the GSL Kodas. We have another sick nerd baller we have to cast. NesTea.
The sickest nerd baller that there is in the whole entire world.
Yeah.
This is actually, we're about to watch the greatest human in the world perform his art.
Yeah.
You guys are actually blessed to see
He was
this.
like walking in here and like some nerd was like, NesTea, will you sign my autograph? He like punched the nerd in the stomach like so hard the nerd turned like he vaporized.
He vaporized.
He like turned into dust.
But he was touched by NesTea, so that's fine.
Like right before he turned into dust, he was like, thank you, NesTea.
And his energy is not even going to go into the universe like everyone else's when they die, actually. NesTea just took his energy.
Yeah.
He's part of NesTea's energy now.
Yeah. NesTea actually has a suit made out of money. He has so much money. He's like, make me a money suit.
Yeah.
He's like, but that's quite expensive, sir. And he's like, make me a goddamn money suit.
That's true. He has a trophy-shaped backpack because he gets trophies
He's always winning stuff.
Yeah, he has to.
Yeah.
He's already going to BlizzCon, him and MVP. One of them is going to win this
sick.
GSL. Let's just be honest with ourselves. One of them is going to win this GSL. Okay, it's not DRG. I'm sorry. DRG will eventually get a GSL, but it's going to be like when these two take some time off.
Some like weird irrational fan like got really mad. He was like, that's not true.
It's just going to happen, man. This is like if Bomber is Hercules and Zeus is MVP. NesTea is like one of the titans that like made Zeus or something. You know, this is NesTea is the Big Bang which created the universe.
Oh, okay. Wow.
That's actually what he is. He has
NesTea
all that power inside of him.
Is a merciless god.
His brain is made out of muscles.
Oh my god.
And knives.
And let's just say his brain is ripped and very sharp.
That's true. He's the smartest
He's like already so good at StarCraft
player.
He has to tightrope walk to his booth.
You would be so good at tightrope walking if he cared to?
Yeah.
If this guy was in a jousting tournament, he'd win it.
He would.
Never jousted. He's never ridden a horse. He would win the jousting tournament.
He is actually so good. Him and MVP right now competing for basically best player in the world. I know he's ranked second here on our GSL.
That doesn't matter.
But the fact of the matter is that they have him with championships as MVP.
Yeah. Same number.
Look at that sick nerd baller. He's like, I better get my knuckles warm so I can punch a nerd in the face.
That's right.
I don't know why those two things correlate. I have no idea. My mouth is like really burning.
Well,
I put too much hot sauce on my pizza.
He wants to cauterize the wound immediately so he doesn't get blood on his hands.
Yeah.
That's it, Tasteless.
That's what he wants to do. Here's some other guy. Anyways, on about NesTea.
Yeah.
NesTea is actually...
That's very true, Tasteless. That's very true indeed.
Look, if Virus can win this, I will be blown away. But the problem is that NesTea's actually like a god.
Well, Virus can't win it, man. NesTea has all the antibodies. You could inject it. This is actually...
NesTea's
for
never
anyone
been
who saw
sick.
the movie Contagion, actually, how that story would go down is they go and beg NesTea to be injected with this, with the disease and Contagion, and they inject him with it. Probably the needle breaks. They can't even do it. They have to make him breathe it in. And then his body just makes antibodies, kills the disease, and then they have the antibodies. And that's it. That's actually how that movie would have gone with NesTea.
If I'm understanding this all correctly, if this was the movie Outbreak right now, NesTea would be like the guy who like actually solves like where the virus came from, and then he actually he's also the guy that goes and captures the monkey.
Listen, NesTea knows monkey calls. He'd be like, and the monkey would run over and up around NesTea's body and perch on his shoulder. He'd keep the Outbreak monkey because he can't get sick, and the Outbreak monkey would do things for him, like get his paper in the morning and clean his dishes.
Just imagine if you had a monkey that would bring you beer. It'd like open it with his monkey hands.
Yeah, you could do that. You could absolutely have a monkey that would bring him beer. Open it right up.
The
monkey brings him a beer bottle that has a non-screw top on. NesTea opens it with the monkey's eye socket. The monkey's like,
It's like your skull is also a bottle opener.
NesTea can make anything do anything, man. The magic he can perform. Are you kidding me? David Copperfield uses mirrors and ropes and stuff. NesTea makes stuff actually disappear.
He actually has real magic. He's the thing.
He is actually a Z fighter.
He's actually that good.
You know Sailor Moon Tasteless? NesTea is Tuxedo Mask, okay?
Oh, I haven't watched Sailor Moon, but I'm sure what you said was funny. You know Zorro?
He's Zorro.
When Zorro leaves his mark? That's actually a sideways N.
No, it's a Z for Zerg.
Oh, yeah, but it's also a sideways N.
That's true.
Head-to-head, speaking of letters in the alphabet, this is the GSL Codes with NesTea, the favorite, up against the underdog, Virus. All right. Over here in the upper right, the best Zerg in the world, perhaps the best player in the world.
I am nasty.
Ooh.
진정한 적의 힘을 보여주십시오.
Yeah, that's what it sounds like when he thinks. He actually thinks in that voice. All right.
Oh, I like that.
Oh, I like that too.
Look at
He's
those
like
muscly
ripping
arms.
stuff.
Look how one of the elbows goes in the wrong direction.
Double
can do
jointed.
that. He's double jointed in every joint. Who's his tasteless?
In the
victim.
Virus knows very well that he is, excuse me, he's the underdog here. But he's got to try his best. That's all you can do. Uh-oh. Well, you got Zerg music playing in the studio.
Yeah.
That's what it sounds like.
Oh, okay.
It's actually like NesTea on his crazy bongo drum. He's like not smiling or anything. He's like looking with fury at the nerd. He's gonna like be sacrificed before he carves a nerd's heart out on top of a Suggerat.
Yeah, man. Absolutely.
Not because he needs to appease any gods. That's actually just like what he does.
His overlord's actually queued into a triangle.
Oh my god. He's
Looks
actually
like
making
it's the
Triforce.
Yeah. It's a Triforce
There's
of power.
no way Link can ever get it because NesTea's guarding it.
Listen, Ganondorf is like a NesTea fan, okay?
Oh, he is.
He like holds the Triforce for NesTea. I don't care if you have the Master Sword. NesTea will break that with his hands.
All right. Looks like he went for a fast expansion. Confident that Virus would not do any cheese or all-ins.
Looks like Virus will go for Reactored Hellions and to expand most likely. That's a very common build right now. Actually, with the placement of that factory, I'm not so sure. You guys can't see it, but I can. NesTea's drone in hot pursuit of that SCV. It'll probably catch it eventually because NesTea's drones are quicker than normal drones.
They are. They have like perfectly shaped teeth too, because NesTea could afford to give each of his drones braces when they were kids.
Oh, it is going to be Reactored Hellions anyways. Tasteless, you know how Zerg is like controlled by either the Overmind or by Kerrigan or whatever?
Yeah.
Through the mind? You know, I think in Heart of the Swarm they have to change the story a little bit, and like Kerrigan is just no longer an issue. It's actually NesTea controlling it, and they're like, NesTea? Is he infested? It's like, no, actually, he's a human that controls the Zerg with his mind. Is he a ghost? No. He's not a ghost. He doesn't have psionic capabilities, but he's so smart that he controls the Zerg with his mind, and they do anything he wants.
That would actually be so hilarious. Like, I'm playing the single-player Heart of the Swarm, like Kerrigan's like not even in the game. Like, nobody cares anymore. It's like all about MVP riding around in a battle cruiser, like trying to fight NesTea one day.
Yeah, exactly. I would totally play that single player.
I would.
Oh, okay, so looks like we're going to have two factories, one making Blue Flame, the other making just Hellions, and this is going to be a very, very aggressive, and it's actually a smart build. This is a really good build right now. I don't know who of you happen to watch Arena of Legends, that little online tournament casted by our Code A guys. But in the finals, Green King took out DRG 3 or 4-1. I think it was 4-1 I saw. And it was with builds like this, where you just make a quadrillion Hellions and hope to God they didn't go Roach. NesTea is making a Baneling Nest.
So this actually might work against NesTea. We'll see.
Yeah, no, the strategy's a brilliant choice. It's a great choice. NesTea is making a little round of Lings right now. I wonder what he's going to do with this. But this is definitely a build capable of taking out a player like NesTea. Absolutely, man.
I think this is probably the best build he could have picked, actually.
Yeah, I think this is, for game one on dual site, I think this is a perfect choice by Virus. No question. I'm really impressed by his choice here. So we do have a layer on the way. A starport on the way, in fact, for Virus. So he's going to be able to drop as well and probably get a Viking to clear out some Overlords. NesTea, not aware of how many factories he has, of course.
Now, a lot of this is going to boil down to when NesTea realizes that how many Hellions are coming at him. Because the difference between having a few seconds to react or having to react on the spot is actually huge. He's
going to have to use every little trick because he does have just some Banelings out right now. In fact, he's walking them across the map. Oh, no, he's walking them back. But a few little tricks with Banelings, like leave one or two on top of the ramp, leave one or two behind the mineral line. You know, just leave them in places where you know the Hellions are going to run to on a move command.
Yeah.
And they are going to be more successful hitting. So, a medevac is on the way. This is actually going to be so hard for NesTea to stop. NesTea has only 2 queens. He's making his Spire now off of 2 base, and when he gets that up, he can stop the Hellion harassment, but the Hellion harassment's going to hit before that. In fact, we have another factory going up, which is really smart. People have been using mech more and more in this matchup, and even NesTea has fallen to it recently against Gumiho in WCG Korea. So this is going to be a ton of Blue Flame Hellions, both dropped in the main and attacking.
I think actually NesTea might lose right now, man.
Yeah, he definitely might lose this. His Spire's only halfway done right now. This is as scary as you can get.
The Ling got into the base.
Yeah,
so.
it sees what's going on completely.
Okay, here we go. Get ready, get ready, get ready. The Hellions moving in now.
This is going to be really hard, man.
Oh my God, NesTea's a superhuman.
NesTea, the superhero, saves the day, but a Blue Flame Alien drop in his main base. A lot of Blue Flame Aliens, the drones lining up. Oh, man, and they are getting toasted.
Nice split there, NesTea.
Oh, man, this is death and destruction. All right, let's look at the damage. 43 drones to 44 SVs, that's a lot of damage. 10 drones on the way, 3 mutas on the way. You know, he's not dead, but NesTea is definitely behind right now. I'm trying to find anti-air. Oh my God, Armory and Engineering Bay going up right now. If NesTea goes straight to his opponent's base with these mutas, excuse me, he is going to have a timing to do significant damage. So we will have to see if that's what he's going to do. He may be chasing around Blue Flame Hellions quite a bit. And if Virus can get him to do that, that's huge. Engineering Bay is going to finish shortly.
Okay, we got a drop coming up over here.
Oh, that's brutal.
Remember, these Hellions have already been softened up quite a... I mean, these drones, excuse me.
Oh, and he surrounds all NesTea's units.
Oh my God.
Units.
I'm like holding my breath right now.
NesTea losing unbelievable amounts of drones. He is down to 40 drones.
Still ahead in supply, just slightly.
Yeah, that's true.
It's actually kind of impressive.
28 workers killed so far. That is grossly huge. 21 drones in production. He's like, whatever, I'll remake them. That's difficult though, man. Virus is looking great right now with his 3 factories up. He's building Thors. He's got missile turrets in place. He's even got a decent set of Vikings to help stave off any mutilous harassment. In the meantime, NesTea taking his 3rd.
We saw him stop that initial Hellion attack, which could have actually cost him the entire game. It was actually pretty impressive. He just like looked at the Hellions and like opened his mouth and he was just like, ah! And like the Hellions just exploded.
Yeah. It was quite a roar. He's basically Xerxes and Leonidas in one.
He is.
He is all that is evil and all that is honor.
Ooh. All right, the mutas.
Oh man, there's some Blue Flame Hellions. Gonna poach some drones, Tasteless.
And Well, that was a pretty successful attack.
Yeah.
The problem is, he's doing a lot of damage over and over and over to NesTea, but the problem is it enough? I mean, NesTea's pretty good at bouncing back from stuff.
He is. The third base for Virus is going to be up now. We're having a lot of siege tanks made. More and more Vikings actually being made, which is... He's opting for Vikings instead of, when we saw Gumiho do this, he used Ravens with Seeker Missile against Mutas. But, mass Vikings with a few Thors mixed in is going to work as well. A lot of factories
are
going up.
Is the Muta faster than the Seeker Missile?
Yeah, I believe it is.
Right. Oh, by the way, people tweeted us. It turns out it was Last Action Hero, the guy that has the glass eye.
Yeah. Thank you, everybody.
Thank you, nerds.
Add us on Twitter. I'm Artosis. He's Call Me Tasteless. At GOM TV.
All right, NesTea's got great creep spread on the map right now. Again, with the Blue Flame Hellions coming in here.
And, these attacks keep doing damage pretty significantly.
Yeah.
But each attack seems to do slightly less. We do see a lot of upgrades going down for Roaches right now. Looks like NesTea is going to switch full-on Roach. And, I mean, that's as good a choice as any right now for NesTea. His Mutalisks are not going to do anything against 7 Vikings and 4 Thors that are out. 78 drones, 64 SCVs. And, Virus, he's really on a great route. Everything's really working out for him. The more I look at the way Virus is playing this game, NesTea has to figure out exactly the unit composition that Virus is playing with. And I feel like he has to go Ultra. He has to tech to Ultra, not Blue.
Oh, Ultra is definitely the way to go.
Yeah, when there's a lot of Thors and Vikings, that's an Ultra day.
I gotta say, Virus is definitely holding his own against NesTea. I'm pretty impressed.
Yeah, this is one of these very new strats against Zerg, and he's doing it well. He is. He's playing a good game.
NesTea's creep spread is out of control. NesTea taking the gold base.
Yeah, NesTea
no movement here for Virus.
NesTea's decided this map looks better in purple Tasteless, so he's dressing it up very quickly. Maps always wear the color NesTea wants. It's one of the only ways to impress him. A lot of Lings and Banelings on the way. Interesting. We have seen NesTea before go mass Banelings against. Normally he's way ahead, though, and he has maxed out before our Terran, but that's pretty normal, even though the Terran got ahead.
He's like, NesTea's like, I'm only going to make Thors. And I'm like, NesTea, you're Zerg. He's like, you're goddamn right, I'm NesTea. And then Thors come out of an egg. I'm like, what?
Wow, this is...
And then they roll like Banelings. Like, imagine, actually, think about how funny that would be. Imagine a Thor rolling. He, like, just gets in fetal position, like when he's in the medevac, and he just starts to roll.
Oh my god, that would be funny. Tasteless, we have an unbelievable amount of Banelings. An unbelievable amount. But NesTea is going with only half of them right now. His other half is behind. He's got to be really careful here.
Oh, he got his army separated.
We have 51 Banes, 33 Roaches, and 8 Mutas against an army of 17 Hellions, 4 Thors, 13 Vikings, 14 Siege Tanks. This, on paper, looks like Virus crushes. I'm not sure what NesTea's plan is.
I don't know. I think NesTea might be in trouble.
Well, it looks like Virus was not sieged in time, and NesTea says, you make one mistake against me,
oh my god,
and
NesTea
you are
just
dead.
killed like the sickest army I've ever seen.
And NesTea up 187 to 126. Who can stop?
Like NesTea's computer explodes because he's so good. Like the computer can't process it. It's like too much ownage. It like starts to catch on fire. Well, I think now this game is basically over. I mean,
well, NesTea is certainly in a nice spot, Tasteless. When you lose a mech army, you're never going to get that same mech army again. You know, it's just not going to happen. And NesTea is taking additional bases. His creep continues to spread. Huge amounts of Roaches. He's now getting Burrow and just upgrading everything. Still no Hive, though. I would love to see him go Hive. Well,
wow, he's actually just going to end this game right now.
Yeah, he's like, all right, you had your fun. You killed like 40 drones. Now I'm going to kill you.
Well, NesTea, every time I see him, I can reaffirm the same thing. He is hands down the best Zerg in the world. I mean, there's just absolutely nothing else.
It's not. He's not even really a Zerg player, man. He's something else altogether. You can't even compare him to anyone else or anything else. He's a superhuman in every way. GG. And, I mean, if that doesn't convince you of the majesty of His Majesty, NesTea, Sir NesTea, Archduke Bishop of Windsor.
He's like a mafia nerd, man. He like chops nerds up after he kills them and feeds them to pigs.
He's like the mob boss that does his own killings because he knows that the cops can't stop him.
Dude, he is actually so good. I mean, you can see it with Virus. He's like, well, I don't actually know what I did wrong. I killed like 30 drones.
Here's what you did wrong, Virus. You got paired up against NesTea. That's actually the case.
You dropped the ball, Virus.
That TVZ would have killed many a Zerg.
Well, you know, it's just so funny because I saw him losing all these drones, and I'm like, wow.
Well, so many drones go down. It's like, well, that's pretty terrible. But NesTea, puts in the parabolic equation in his head of how to refill his drones while making units and defending, and does it perfectly, and then makes banelings and crushes. Virus did make a big mistake there, though. He was unsieged all together at once.
You got to be ready. When you have a mech army, it's like so
Well, you can
special.
never be caught. You can never
be caught with your
in
pants
siege.
down.
And he sieged up as soon as he saw that army coming, but it was already too late. You are already near the creep. NesTea's too quick. He's too smart. He's too handsome. He's too much of a
good,
baller.
Man. He's too NesTea.
Yeah.
Eventually, NesTea starts to own so bad that he actually takes the name from the company.
Did you know NesTea can run a 4-minute mile?
What?
NesTea can run a 4-minute mile.
Oh, I thought you were actually serious for a second. But, in fact, you are being serious, so please go on.
Yeah, I was just letting you know.
NesTea's actually that good.
Yeah.
NesTea actually just like goes over there and like takes the nerd's head, just like crushes it.
You know,
He's actually that
he won
good.
the Boston Marathon,
I didn't know that, but now I do.
but he finished it so quickly that no one was standing there waiting to see who was going to win because they weren't expecting people in yet.
Joe NesTea donated a testicle, actually, for charity. And it wasn't that hard for him because he's made of balls.
Look at that.
I had that one come in my brain. I'm like, it's time. It's time to say a balls joke on Golem.
Once someone tried to shoot NesTea in the head, and he headbutted the bullet back into the gun. And
Oh, that is so funny. That's actually pretty good, Artosis. All right. Can a Virus do it? I don't think so.
Once someone tried to step on NesTea's glasses and the foot broke.
Oh, my God. Well, think about those glasses. Like, he sees the world how it actually is.
Wow.
That's actually what those glasses are. Like, his
out
vision's
there.
actually fine, but he has magic glasses that let him see what the world actually is.
The only thing beautiful
I mean, Virus,
to him
he
is
just
his own
he
Zerg
just has a
play.
hard time reading.
Next map, Metalopolis.
All right, the game is loaded, so get ready for NesTea against Virus. Zerg versus Terran, the best Zerg in the world against one of the best Terrans in the world here at the GSL Code S.